Getting rich just doesn't make sense. Why is it so hard to get rich? Like, no matter how many side hustles you start or how many budget apps you download, real wealth feels just beyond your grasp. Like trying to connect to Wi-Fi on a plane. The truth? It's not just about what you do. It's about what you're willing to give up. You just cannot out-earn poor spending habits. In this video, we're breaking down the 6 things you must sacrifice if you're serious about building wealth. And trust me, you'll want to stay till the end. These aren't hacks or trends. They're hard truths that separate the broke boys from the ballers. Which side do you wish to be on? Okay, enough with the motivational fluff. You've watched video after video that plays on emotion, and I know you're tired of feeling stuck. I get it. You know there's more to life than surviving paycheck to paycheck, and you're ready to pay the price for real success. Good, because we're about to show you exactly what that price is, and why it's worth every penny. Number 6. Give up comfort. Growth doesn't live there. Your comfort zone is the most dangerous place to live. It feels safe, predictable, easy. But it's a trap. Nothing grows there. Nothing changes there. Your comfort zone is the only place where time flies and nothing changes. It's basically the DMV of personal growth. If you're not willing to leave the comfort of what you know, you'll never step into what's possible. Getting rich requires you to stretch. You'll need to learn skills you've never touched before. You'll need to make uncomfortable decisions, face rejection, take risks. And yes, you'll fail more than once. But that's the price. No one gets rich doing only what's easy. Take Elon Musk, for example. There was a time when he poured all of his money into Tesla and SpaceX. He literally slept on the floor of the Tesla factory to make sure things got done. Do you think that was comfortable? No, but he understood something most people ignore. Success is rented and rent is due every day. You don't have to sleep on a factory floor, but you do have to get uncomfortable. That might mean waking up earlier, saying no to distractions, putting yourself out there, learning skills you're bad at, doing work you don't feel ready for. Starting today, do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. Speak up, apply for that opportunity, learn that new skill, push your limits, because growth lives right outside your comfort zone, and so does wealth. Or you can end up like Uncle Charlie, who still lives in Grandma's basement. Oops, I mean Grandma lives with him. Yeah, that's it. Number 5. Give up excuses. Own 100% of your life. Let's be honest, excuses are smooth talkers. They always sound reasonable. I don't have time. My parents didn't teach me about money. The economy is trash. I'm just not lucky like those guys. And on it goes. Excuses only satisfy those who make them. In reality, as long as you're making excuses, you're handing over the keys to your life. You're saying, I'm not in control, everything and everyone else is. And guess what? That mindset will keep you stuck, broke, bitter, and scrolling TikTok looking for motivational quotes to feel better. Excuses are comforting, like a warm blanket on a cold morning. But you can't build wealth wrapped up in comfort. You have to throw that blanket off and get up, even if your pillow is whispering sweet nothings into your ear. You're not responsible for where you started in life. Some of us were born into tough situations. Poverty, toxic environments, bad schools, zero opportunities. That's real. But you are responsible for where you go from here. Your past may not be your fault, but your future? That's on you. A study by the Forbes 400 indicates that 70% of the individuals on the list made their fortunes entirely from scratch. And if you're still not convinced, look around. The world is full of people who had it worse and still made something out of nothing. Owning your life doesn't mean pretending your struggles don't exist. It means saying, yes, this is hard. Yes, I've been dealt a rough hand, but it's my responsibility to play it well. That shift in thinking is powerful. It changes everything. Jim Rohn once said, "We must all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces while regret weighs tons." So drop the excuses. Own your life like your bank account depends on it. Because it does. Number 4. Give up the entertainment trap. Invest in learning instead. Let's talk about one of the biggest wealth killers in modern life, the entertainment trap. It's sneaky. You tell yourself just one episode to unwind, and before you know it, it's 2 a.m. The show just dropped a plot twist that ruined your sleep schedule, and you've done nothing productive all day. You know the cycle. Knowing who got a rose this week will not grow your net worth one bit. Social media is even worse. You open TikTok just to check a message, and suddenly you're laughing at a cat playing piano, watching a stranger reorganize their fridge, and somehow deep into a conspiracy theory about why pigeons are government drones. You know you've reached the end of the internet when you're watching the 2 men building underground dirt temples. And hey, it's fine to relax sometimes, but when hours of your day, every single day, go to consuming content, that's a problem. That's time you'll never get back. Time that could have been used to build skills, expand your thinking, or create something valuable. Another quote by Jim Rohn: "Work on your job and you'll make a living. Work on yourself and you'll make a fortune." Here's what most people don't realize. Entertainment is cheap. It's easy. It's made to be addictive. That's the point. It gives you a dopamine hit and keeps you coming back, while slowly numbing your hunger to grow. It soothes your dissatisfaction with life just enough that you don't feel the urgency to change it. Meanwhile, the people who are building wealth, they're doing the opposite. Bill Gates reads 1 book every week. Warren Buffett spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science. Rocket science! By reading books. These guys aren't binging Netflix, they're binging knowledge. Now, I'm not saying you have to become a billionaire overnight or suddenly read 6 hours a day, unless you want to. But the truth is, if you're spending all your spare time on entertainment and 0 time on education, you're self-sabotaging. If you want to get rich, you have to get serious about your input. Stop consuming content that does nothing for you. Start investing your time into content that builds you up. Books, courses, podcasts, documentaries, interviews. Even YouTube, if you're intentional with what you watch, can become a goldmine of growth. And don't worry, you don't need to become a monk overnight. Start small. Number 3. Give up the fear of failure. Fail forward. Let's be honest, failure sucks. It bruises your ego, makes you question your life choices, and sometimes even has you lying awake at night thinking, maybe I should have just become a beekeeper, completely discarding that you're deathly allergic. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you're scared of failing, you're going to struggle to succeed. That fear will keep you stuck. It'll talk you out of taking risks, starting things, trying new paths. Basically all the things that lead to money, growth, and freedom. You know how many businesses Elon Musk failed at before Tesla and SpaceX took off? You know how many books J.K. Rowling got rejected for before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon? And don't even get me started on Thomas Edison. Man's basically invented failure before inventing the light bulb. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the warm-up act. Think of toddlers learning to walk. They fall 92 times in a day and don't cry about it. Okay, maybe they cry a little. But they keep trying, because the goal, walking, is worth all the falling. Set a failure goal this month. That's right, actually aim to fail at something. Launch that small business idea. Make that cold call. Apply for something you're not qualified for. Try the thing you've been avoiding because you don't feel ready. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is motion, because the more you fail forward, the closer you get to figuring out what actually works. And let's be real. You've survived worse than a failed attempt. Like that haircut you tried in 2014. Yeah, we remember. Number 2. Be okay with not being understood. Here's a hard pill to swallow. Everyone is not going to get you. And that's okay. You're not a group chat. The moment you start making serious moves, cutting back on spending, skipping nights out, working weekends, reading books instead of watching reruns of The Office, people will look at you weird. They'll say you've changed. They'll think you're broke, boring, or brainwashed by hustle culture. You'll hear stuff like, "Bro, you're always working. You used to be fun. Why don't you enjoy life?" Translation, why aren't you staying stuck with us? The fact of the matter is, being misunderstood is part of the process. In fact, if everyone gets what you're doing, you're probably not doing anything bold enough. You think Jeff Bezos was understood when he left his Wall Street job to sell books online? People thought he was losing it. Now he's losing hair but stacking billions. So who really won? Being understood is overrated. Being broke is not. So if your friends start giving you side-eye because you're saying no to brunch for the 5th week in a row, let them. You're not doing this for their approval. You're doing this for your future. Keep your eyes on the vision, not the opinions. Because the people who don't get it now will either ask you for a job later or pretend they always believed in you. With this, surround yourself with like-minded people. You can grind alone, but you grow faster with the right crew. If you're constantly surrounded by people who think saving money is lame and investing is risky, you're going to stay stuck. That's like trying to eat clean in a frat house. Eventually, you're going to fold and have some pizza and cheap beer. And boom, now it's your cheat day every day. Your circle is either fueling your growth or feeding your distractions. Want to get serious about wealth? Find people who speak wealth. People who talk about business ideas, not just weekend plans. People who send you book recommendations, not memes at 12 a.m. Okay, fine. Maybe just the really funny ones. Number 1. Give up short-term thinking. Think in years, not weeks. Let's clear something up. Overnight success is a bedtime story for adults. Real wealth? It's not flashy. It's not fast. It's built through consistent action over years, not weeks. And yet, most people want rich results with broke patience. We scroll through social media and see someone living the life. Big house, exotic trips, a car that costs more than our entire student loan debt. And we assume they got lucky. But what you don't see is the years they spent grinding behind the scenes, saying no to parties, skipping vacations, reinvesting every dollar, and waking up early when no one was watching. Wealth is about delayed gratification, sacrificing comfort now to enjoy freedom later. But most people can't wait. They spend money the minute it hits their account, chase quick wins, and then wonder why they're stuck in the same place 5 years later. Want to build real assets? Start a business? Invest in real estate or stocks? It all takes time. Time to learn, time to grow, time to let compound interest, financial and personal, do its thing. It's like planting bamboo. You water it, give it sunlight, protect it from storms. And for a while it feels like nothing's happening. For 5 years it grows underneath the surface, and when it finally breaks ground, it can grow 90 feet in 5 weeks. So let's do this together. Set a 5-year goal, something big, something that scares you a little. Then reverse engineer it. What do you need to do monthly to make it real? What habits, routines, investments, or skills must you build now to live the life you want later? That's how long-term thinking works. You plan backward and act forward.